Hello students, I am Mohammad Asim. Today we have to finish exercise 4B from book 3 7th edition. In last lecture we finished question number 9 and 10. After question number 11 and question number 12, the topic of indices will be finished completely. So let's have a look question number 11. Question number 11, simplify each of the following expressing your answer in positive index form. Simplify means as small as possible, and your final answer should be in positive index. Positive index means positive power excuse me, or you can say positive exponent. See part 1 of question number 11. Given that part a minus 2 power b3 whole power 1 upon 3 multiply by a power 4 b power minus 5 and the whole power is 1 upon 2. By using laws of indices, we have to simplify this expression. How to apply law? See this. A power minus 2, b power 3 whole power 1 upon 3. Which law is applicable? Definitely law number 4. This law says if we have two numbers, 2 or 3 numbers, and all numbers are multiplied, then we can apply the power on each and every number. So we can apply 1 upon 3 on a minus 2 multiply by a power minus 2 and b power 3. Both are multiply each other, because if there is no arithmetic sign between the numbers, it means they are multiply. So apply 1 upon 3 of a minus 2 and apply 1 upon 3 on b3. Similarly, same law number 4 is applied on this bracket. Apply 1 upon 2 on a4. See, apply 1 upon 2 of b minus 5. The next step is to apply other laws to more simplification. See this, a minus 2 power 1 upon 3. Which law is applied? Law number 3. What this law says? Power to the power is always multiply. So a to the power minus 2 to the power 1 upon 3 is minus 2 into 1 upon 3. Minus 2 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 upon 3 is the simplification. Similarly, this 3 and this 1 upon 3. 3 multiplied by 1 upon 3. So you can cancel this 3 by 3. What is remain? Only b power 1. See this, a power 4 power 1 upon 2. 4 into 1 upon 2 is 4 upon 2. 4 upon 2 is what? 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. What is remain? Remain is a2. See this, b power minus 5 to the power 1 upon 2. Power to the power is always multiply. Minus 5 into 1 minus 5 upon 2 is the simplification of this bracket. Now, next step is collect all like terms aside. This is a minus 2 upon 3, a power minus 2 upon 3, and this is a square. This is b1, this is b power minus 5 upon 2. I just rearrange the like terms. Now, see this, a power minus 2 upon 3, a power 2. Which law is applied? Law number 1. If bases are same and bases are multiplied, then power would be added. So a power minus 2 upon 3 into a square is a to the power minus 2 upon 3 plus 2. Multiply by b to the power 1, and this is b to the power minus 5 upon 2. So the answer is b to the power 1 minus 5 upon 2. Now, minus 2 upon 3 plus 2, you can simplify minus 2 upon 3 plus 2 by taking LCM or by direct method. What is direct method? The direct method is 3 2s are 6, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 upon 3. What is direct method of simplification of 1 minus 5 upon 2? 2 1s are 2, 2 minus 5 minus 3 upon 2. So a to the power 4 upon 3, b to the power minus 3 upon 2. But this is not last step. And this is not our answer, because the requirement is give your answer in positive index form. This b is In this position, this b is in negative index. So we must convert this b to the power minus 3 upon 2 to b to the power 3 upon 2. So which law we have to use? Obviously law number 7. What this law says, if we have negative power, we can convert this negative power into positive power by moving this numerator to denominator. So this b to the power minus 3 upon 2 move to the denominator side. So it will give you a to the power 4 upon 3, b to the power 3 upon 2. Now in this situation, there is no exponent which is negative. So we can say our requirement is fulfilled. This is our answer of part A. I hope you understand. See part number C. Part number B is very easy. You can do part number B. So I left part number B for you. Part C. E to the power minus 1 upon 3 f to the power minus 1 upon 4 upon e square f to the power minus 1 upon 3 and the whole power is minus 2. Solution is e to the power minus 1 upon 3 f to the power minus 1 upon 4, and again apply law number 4 on this bracket, apply this minus 2 on this e2 and this minus 2 on this f power minus 1 upon 3. The next step is e to the power minus 1 upon 3 f to the power minus 1 upon 4 same upon power to the power is multiply. No need to remind you laws. I hope you understand how to apply laws of indices. So 2 to the minus 4 minus 1 upon 3 into minus 2, minus minus plus 2 1s are 2, 2 upon 3. The next step is, this is e minus 4, move e minus 4 to numerator side, it will become minus 1 upon e to the power minus 1 upon 3 plus 4, and move this f to the power minus 1 upon 4 to denominator side. So it will become f to the power 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4. Minus 1 upon 3 plus 4, you can find the answer of this by taking LCM, or the shortest way is just multiply 3 4s are 12, 12 minus 1 11, 11 upon 3 and 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4. After simplification, 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 4 is 11 upon 12. You can simplify and check. So this is our answer. Why this is our answer? Because the requirement has fulfilled. What is the requirement? Simplify. We have completely simplified. The next step is to give the answer in positive index form. See carefully. E to the power positive 11 upon 3 positive index upon f to the power 11 upon 12 positive index. So this is our final answer. Now come to part D of question number 11. G minus 2 g power minus 2 h square upon 25 to whole power minus 1 upon 2. Again apply law number 4. What is law number 4? Is apply minus 1 upon 2 on this g minus 2, this minus 1 upon 2 on this h square, and this minus 1 upon 2 on this 25. Okay, the next step is minus 2 into minus 1 upon 2, minus minus plus 2 cancel, 2 cancel, this 2 cancel by this 2. What is remaining? Minus minus plus, this is g1. H, this 2 cancel by this 2. What is remaining? H to the power minus 1 upon 25 to the power minus 1 upon 2. I can write 25 to 5 square, because 5 square is 5 into 5, 5 5 is 25. So 25 means 5 square, and this minus 1 upon 2 is same. The next step is, this is g into h minus 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2, 2 cancel by 2. What is remaining? The remaining is 5 to the power minus 1. But g into h to the power minus 1 upon 5 to the power minus 1 is not our requirement. Our requirement is to give the answer in positive index form. How to convert this one into positive index form? By applying law number 2. Sorry, by applying law number 7. What is law number 7? I want to convert this h to the power minus 1 2h to the power plus 1 move into denominator side, and this denominator 5 to the power minus 1 become 5 to the power 1. It means we must move this denominator to numerator side. So this is our answer, 5g upon h. No need to write g1 and h1. It is obvious that if there is no power, it means the power is 1. See part number E. Part number E is 4j to the power 4 k whole power 1 upon 2 divided by 2h cube k to the power minus 1 upon 2. Solution. Apply law number 4 on this bracket. Apply this 1 upon 2 power on each and every number. So this is 4 to the power 1 upon 2. This is j to the power 4 and apply 1 upon 2. This is k and apply 1 upon 2. Divide means upon. You can write divide sign, or you can write oblique sign, or you can write upon sign. All are same. So I write upon instead of divide sign. This is 2h cube k minus 1. The next step is, this is 4, so we can write 4 is 2 square and whole power is 1 upon 2. This is j4 1 upon 2. This is k 1 upon 2. This is 2h cube k to the power minus 1. The next step is, we can cancel this 2 by 2 because 2 into 1 upon 2 is 2 upon 2. 2 upon 2 is 1. So what is remaining? 2. This is j to the power 4 to the power 1 upon 2. So we can cancel 2 by 2. 2 to the 4. What is remaining? J square. And this is k to the power 1 upon 2. Apply law number 7. Move this k minus 1 to this side. It will become k to the power 1 upon 2 plus 1. You can call this is law number 7 or law number 2. Law number 2 is also says that if we move numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator, the sign must be changed. So this minus 1 becomes plus 1. Okay. The next step is, we can cancel this 2 by 2. What is remaining? J square. K to the power half plus 1. 2 ones are 2 plus 1. Half plus 1 is 3 upon 2 and upon h cube. What is our requirement? We have to give the answer in positive index form. And see, all terms are in positive index. J positive 2, K positive 3 upon 2 and H positive 3. So this is our final answer. So two parts are left in this question, part number B and part number F. Both are very easy. You can do both parts. But if you feel any difficulty in any part, write in comments box, I will solve. Okay, see last question of exercise 4B. Question number 12, advanced level. After this question, you will be eligible to do each and every kind of indices, and you can do each and every question from past papers. Simplify each of the following expressing your answer in positive index form. First, I write part A, x to the power minus 4, y to the power 7, z to the power minus 6 upon x3, y minus 1, z3 whole power 3. This is our question. The requirement is simplify. Simplify means as small as possible. And the second requirement is to give the answer in positive index form. So the same requirement of question number 11 and 12 both, simplify and give your answer in positive index form. It's very easy. It looks difficult. First, if we see this question, if I am a student, what is this x minus 4, y 7, z minus 6? It looks difficult. But if you know laws of indices, this question is very easy. Now you have two options. First, to simplify inner side of the bracket and then apply the power. The second option is to apply power 3 on each and every number and then simplify. But I think first option is better if we simplify inner side bracket term first and then apply power 3 in next step. See this. This is x minus 4 and this is x3. We need the answer in positive index form. So we must move this x minus 4 to denominator side. It will become 3 plus 4. See this. This is y7, this is y minus 1. If I get positive index form, so we must move this y minus 1 to numerator side. So it will become 7 plus 1. This is z minus 6, this is z3. So we should move this z minus 6 to denominator side. 3 plus 6. I didn't touch this power 3. It is remain 3. Y power 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. X power 3 plus 4. 7. Z power 3 plus 6. 9. And whole power is 3. Now apply power 3 on each and every number. Which law is applicable? Law number 4. Apply this 3 on this power. 8 into 3, or you can write y to the power 8 to the power 3 or x to the power 7 to the power 3, z to the power 9 to the power 3. Okay, the next is apply law number 3. Power to the power is always multiply. 8 3s are 24, 7 3s are 21, 9 3s are 27. Answer. Why this is our answer? The requirement has fulfilled completely. Simplify. We have simplified each and every number. Give your answer in positive index form. See, y to the power positive 24, x to the power positive 21, z to the power positive 27. So this is our requirement. Hope you understand. First, this question looks very difficult, but if I apply laws of indices, it becomes very easy. See next part, part number B. Part number B is x to the power minus 3, y to the power minus 4, z to the power 7 upon x to the power minus 5, y square whole power 3 divided by x to the power minus 4, y z to the power minus 5 upon x to the power 7, y minus 3, whole power minus 2. Again, looks very difficult. This whole bracket, this divide sign, this whole bracket. But apply laws of indices. This question definitely in 3 to 4 steps, it will become very easy. The same strategy which we applied in part A, we will apply in part B. Which strategy? This is x minus 5, this is x minus 3. So we move this x minus 5 to numerator side. This is minus 3 plus 5. Minus 3 plus 5. And this z is same, z7. Okay. This is y square. Move this minus 4 to denominator side. It becomes plus 4. And 3 remains 3. Next step is divided by, move this x4 to denominator side in order to get positive index. 7 plus 4. This is y power 1, this is y power minus 3. So move this is y power 1 obviously. So move this minus 3 to numerator side. And this z minus 5 becomes denominator directly. It becomes z5. Whole power is minus 2. Now, 5 minus 3 is what? 2. Z 7. Y 2 plus 4 6. Whole power 3 remains 3. Divided by y power 1 plus 3 is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. Z5 whole power is minus 2. The next step is apply law number 4. Apply power 3 on each and every terms in under the bracket. Now I will not show. This is the time which I can do questions directly, because we did so many questions of indices. So I am applying this 3 power on this x square, z7 and y6 directly. How? This 3, 2 3s are 6, z 7 3s are 21, y 6 3s are 18. I hope you understand. Similarly, apply minus 2 on each and every term in the bracket directly. 4 into minus 2, minus 8. 11 into minus 2, minus 22. 5 into minus 2, minus 2. Now, this is x6 and this is z21 upon y18. If you convert this divide sign into multiply sign, student, keep in mind, if we convert divide sign into multiply sign, so denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. So this is x minus, see this 22, z minus 10 upon y minus 8. Now this is x6 and this is x minus 22. So it becomes 6 minus 22. Which law we apply? Law number 1. This is z21. This is minus 10. This is y18. This is y minus 8. So x is 6 minus 22. 16. minus 16. 21 minus 10 is 11 upon 18 minus 8 is 10. But this is not our last step. Why? Because we have to give the answer in positive index form. Positive index form means give your answer in positive index, which means each and every term in positive index. So only one term x to the power minus 16 which is not in positive index form. So by applying law number 7 to this numerator becomes denominator. So our answer is z 11 upon x to the power 16 y to the power 10. This is our final answer. So this question is lengthy but not difficult. I hope you understand. See part number C of this question number 12. Part number C is AB to the power n upon BC multiply by C to the power n D upon CD divided by B to the power n plus 2 upon C to the power n plus 3. Requirement is same. Simplify and give your answer in positive index. Very easy. First, simplify this side and left this side after division sign. Don't touch this fraction in first step. See this. This is A to A. Is there any A? No. So write this A is same. This is B power n and this is B power 1. So if we apply second law, this 1 becomes minus 1. The next part is multiply by C to the power n and this is C power 1. And apply law number 2, this 1 becomes minus 1 and this is d to the power 1, this is d to the power 1, so I can cancel this d by d directly. Divided by b to the power n plus 2 upon c to the power n plus 3. Next step is b to the power n minus 1 into c to the power n minus 1. Again, change this divide sign into multiply sign. If we change this divide sign by multiply by sign, so denominator becomes numerator and numerators become denominator. So c to the power n plus 3 upon b power n plus 2. The next step is a c to the power n minus 1. If bases are same, then according to first law, powers would be added. N minus 1 plus n plus 3 upon b power n plus 2. Move this n minus 1 to denominator side, it will become minus n and plus 1 because this is plus n. So after moving becomes minus n, this minus 1 after moving plus 1. So a c to the power n plus n 2n 3 minus 1 2 upon b to the power. This minus n cancel by this plus n. So 2 plus 1 is 3. This is our answer because the requirement has fulfilled. After simplification, each and every term has positive power. a to the power positive 1, c to the power 2n plus 2 and b to the power 3. I hope you understand this part number C. Next part, last part of question number 12, part number D. Part number D is a plus b power n upon bc square divided by a plus b power n plus 3 upon abc. Solution. Very easy. First, write a plus b to the power n upon bc square. Convert this divide sign into multiply sign. So this denominator becomes numerator and this numerators become. See carefully. I can cancel this b by this b directly, and this is a upon this is c square, and move this small number to denominator side, it becomes minus 1. A plus b power n plus 3. Move this n, this is small, that's why I am moving to this into denominator side. So this n becomes minus n. So what is remaining? A upon c. 2 minus 1 is 1, so no need to write 1. A plus b to the power. This n cancel by this n. What is remaining? 3. And this is our last answer because the requirement has fulfilled. As small as possible means simplifies. We have simplified this given expression, and the second requirement is to give the answer in positive index form. So C, a to the power positive 1, c to the power positive 1, a plus b to the power positive 3. Now, after question number 12, and only 4 parts in this question, and I have done all 4 parts of question number 12. The topic indices has finished. There is no question, there is no exercise in this question 12 in this book, free 7th edition. So next class will be consist of past papers questions of indices. I will give 2 to 3 lectures for this topic from past papers, and I hope after doing so many questions from exercise 4a, from exercise 4b, you are fully eligible, you are fully prepared to do past papers questions. Okay student, kindly subscribe my channel, share my videos and like my videos, and never miss any class. Next class will be consist of past papers questions. Okay students, see you in next class.